And we are live.
Introduce
Okay,
the call.
Kanisha with Louisville Community Bell Fund, and we are here to give you kind of just update on how things have been going the past few days, and just kind of check in, hang out with us for a little bit. Yeah, this is Kanisha, she, her. We're gonna do a regular check-in. I'm extremely excited. Have some really great things coming today, so I'm ripping and running all day.
This is Amber. I'll go next. Quick little check in. So we are out here paying Mama's bills. It's just time for Mother's Day. I'm feeling great. I'm excited to bail some people out because the state really be kidnapping people because they poor. It's shit crazy.
That's like how. Oh, I'm Chanel. I am all over the place because I drank coffee. I don't know why I did that, but it tasted really great with fig Newtons. Um, so there's that. Just came from the bank to get more money. Um, glad bills are rolling in, and they gotta go right back out. So getting that together. Don't know how it's gonna go in Oldham and Hardin County, but we'll see. So we got two bills there for one person, trying to get them together and get their support together. So I'm gonna look at their sheet, Kanisha, and when I get down there, we can probably talk through that because there's probably some intricacies. And Amber about to drop you off these envelopes. But yeah,
Hey, somebody just commented in the comments. I think it's Cassiantia. I'm not sure how you say it, but she said we bailed her out last year and she really appreciated it.
Oh yeah.
hey, that's what I'm talking about. Pull up, girl. We on 6 at Liberty. It's fine. We got security. You're safe. You're not going back in.
Okay, bam. Adding Jess to the stream.
Get
I'll
in
go
there.
next. Yeah, I'll go next. So my name is Missy, she, her pronouns, and I'm really excited about everything that has happened this weekend, and excited to see these mamas get home before tomorrow for Mother's Day. And we're just doing check-ins.
Sure. I am Jess. They, she, really excited about Black Mama's Bailout. It is my first one ever. So it's really exciting. Just the anticipation of seeing people's faces who have just been inside for too long and knowing that they're going to be home, not only to be celebrated, but also in time to be celebrated. So keep going, keep giving, keep volunteering, y'all. All of this. Let's get free.
Let's get free to freedom. That's what Jess says. All right, you guys, guess what? I got D's homeopathic kit. So this is how I got it. I was like, Lord, I got to hurry up. I need to wash up. They had security always here. I'm always fucking late. Just want to name that. I know it. I know these things. I don't need nobody to tell me nothing. So I was like, am I gonna make it to the store and shut up, Jay, and make it to the bank? I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna happen. So everybody's been giving me self-care stuff. So I just regifted them. That's all I did. I found a cute little basket. Let me show you what I grabbed off my dresser. So take my snacks out the bag and got these little eye thingies. Just don't these look familiar? They should. And then of course I've got me some Deanna Cole. If y'all know who the owner of Melodic Elements. Got that bath salt. Like, first of all, everything melts on your body. It's so yummy, delicious. You just put it in your mouth. And then Lush. We love Lush. We got to give a shout out to Lush and Spinelli's. They always be coming through, but be like, what y'all need? That's no problem. We got y'all. We getting ready to get our Spinelli's on again today. They fed us the first day because we was just like, what system? You said, huh? We're coming back It's day 3. So we got the Lush. Go visit Lush. This is the relationship with Lush, right? At the beginning of like really pushing through with this movement, folks in Minnesota and Minneapolis, 'cause Minneapolis been throwing down, stay consistent, took over Mall of America, and Lush let folks come in and they shut the gates on the police. So hey, 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 that's our homies. They always be coming through. And we've got these in our gifts baskets that we're giving away to our mommies. They got some shampoo and some Luscious body stuff. So yummy, yummy. And then, oh, this is the shit right here. This black coffee, black seed oil, sugar scrub for melodic elements. I have another one of these, so that's why I was just like, you know what? Let me share this. I usually hit up Deanna, but I was like, this is too late. I'm gonna begin on Deanna nerves because I always do. Let me just give away my stuff that I have not used. And then somebody got real bougie on me and got me a thing that you wash the stuff with. I don't know. So this is just too cute. But I was like, you know what? There was a reason why I had put this on my dresser. Do you hear me? You hear me? And I'm going to give it away. Look at that. That's what I'm going to do. So it's ready, Kanisha. I'll get it to you. And I'm bringing the sage today.
Yes, please, please.
Y'all, also, while we're talking about those gift bags, I wanted to shout out 2 Black-owned businesses who contributed items to go into our gift bags for our mamas. So the first one is the owner of Serene Nights Candle Company. She gave tins of candles, and these are the best smelling things. Seriously, like I put this in the middle of my table. I haven't even lit it yet, and I can smell it all over my house. It is incredible. And then the owner of TaylorMade, Kissed by TaylorMade, gave lip glosses and lip scrubs for our mamas and sugar scrubs. And they were both so excited to be included and honored to be included. So those are Black-owned businesses in Louisville.
Come through. Yes. All right. Well, since we're speaking about Dee and making sure she has a homeopathic basket, we wanted to name that because Dee has some very intense mental health support needs. And we've been working through that plan, but also a way that we are not like putting it all on one person to do. So they also have housing needs. So, of course, I'll take care of those. Got to work out a very robust housing plan for Dee and the rest of their family. I know their siblings, so working with them to help get it done. And then we're spreading it amongst our people with our gifts. So, Kanisha, did you want to update like how that's going on your end?
Yeah, hand me one of those gift bags. So we have from our donors and volunteers and just some great people that just come out and help us out, have got all this stuff together for the mamas. So we got gift bags. Let's see what's in the gift bag. So we've got gift cards for all the mamas for different stores. We've got some snacks, some goodies, because everybody knows you're gonna get out that door. The first thing you want is either a cigarette or some meat. We've got some lip balm, some cute little beauty stuff, and then they also have all the mamas are getting some Lush goodies too. The bags smell like a whole little bouquet of flowers. So that's another thing for giving the mamas when they come out. And then we also got our shirts, like the one Amber's wearing. They're getting one of those. And then hopefully we're going to be able to get with the families tomorrow and make sure they have a good Mother's Day.
Yay. Jess, can you talk about what we had to come up with because we woke up and Dee was not okay? What are some other ways that we're thinking about helping Dee, especially if like these other resources get exhausted? So we always come up with a plan B, of course, especially if like are just not able to work for some of our folks.
Yeah. So we understand like the long-term effects that being incarcerated and being having to engage the system for one reason or another can have on people. So we want to make sure that when people leave pretrial detention, that they are supported, that we're not bringing people out and then working on their support plan, that we're calling their families, talking with them, figuring out any barriers, what habits do they have, what routines do they have, do they have a schedule, is there something in particular that kind of, prompts them to engage some risky behavior that could lead them to go back into pretrial detention. So with Dee, we really wanted to make sure that we established a routine because she does have those additional needs. And we're happy to provide those additional supports. But we're also going to do something called pleasure and joy mapping, where instead of just sitting down, with a piece of paper and saying, when you wake up, what do you do? Do you brush your teeth? Do you wash the dishes? Do you wash your face? Do you take care of anyone? Pleasure and joy mapping kind of focuses a daily routine, but it is joy and pleasure focused. So if you want to talk to someone about their daily hygiene routine, something you might do would be like, when does your body feel best? Do you usually take a shower or a bath? And then, a lot of people, the shower time sometimes is the only alone time that they have. So if that's identified, we can say, okay, well, let's use these Lush products, and make sure that you're taking extra time with yourself in the shower. Do you feel, when you start to feel anxious or like you're going to engage some of those risky behaviors, what else comes to mind? Do you feel hungry? Do you feel tired? Do you feel like you want somebody, to hug and love on you? And then working our way to solutions in a way that's a little less scary than sitting down with someone and saying, okay, if you mess up, you're going to go back to jail, because that's not abolition focused. So we want to make sure that people are able to just kind of reclaim their bodies that have been stuck in this system and in that particular place for however long, that they reconnect with themselves. And then kind of utilizing that as a means of self-care. So, from this, hopefully she'll recognize, or anyone will recognize, hey, I do like to start my day off with a shower. And because the shower is a special time for me, I need to make sure that I have these products because they make me feel good. That can then go into a self-care plan where when you're experiencing different levels of joy or you have anxiety or anything that comes into your life, you can remember like, okay, when I hear the sound of water, I know that it's time to go into a shower. I can sing at the top of my lungs. I can use these products that make me feel good. And then you have something to engage besides those risky behaviors. So it's really exciting. We're really excited to work with Dee and Dee's family and to just continue to get her, the resources and support that she needs, and happy to be a part of her village.
Yay. I just pulled up. Where is the footset?
I think Amber's on the corner. I'm dropping my bottle off to work.
Let's pull around over here, though. So I'm about to walk over here to the corner. I see her. So I'm about to give her the other two so I can go right out. I don't know how long it's going to take to go out here. So I'm about to give Amber that. And then, Kanisha, I got this basket. I'm going to give it to Amber.
Okay. Now sounds like the Terminator.
I sound like a who?
Terminator?
Coming to terminate the prison industrial complex.
Man.
Ridiculous. I think it's my phone. It ain't fully charged.
It's that Android.
And I know, just when you were talking about D, it also made me think about E. And that's one thing that, because this is also my first year doing this, and that's one of the things that's been so like heartbreaking as a mom, just to be around these women and hear pieces of their story and how, it's a situation where if I have to go steal from the dollar store because my babies need diapers or they haven't eaten versus going to jail, I'm just going to have to go to jail and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Or I don't have all my mental health stuff right. So I'm going to probably be in a really bad state and do some stuff I may not always do and wind up in jail for that. So it's just hearing these things these moms and their families are going through. It's just like if we could find ways to help each other and build up in community with each other and for each other, a lot of this kind of would be able to go away easier, which is why it's defund the police.
And it always is.
Irma baby. Hey boo.
Yeah, and we know that these systems, don't honor people's individualities and their complexities, that it's like a one thing fits all, which is also why we do court watch, Amber actually stayed on after a particular court watch and was able to hear some conversation between an attorney and a judge, so court watch lets us get into those things, make those notes. We're able to track trends, and then we're able to kind of have data and things that we can track to kind of back up our abolition framework. But so excited to bring these moms home, like beyond excited. I was sitting outside the exit lobby for a few hours the other day, and I was like, everybody who came out, I was like, welcome home. Welcome back. We love you. And someone came out and went directly into, their family's arms, which was really heartwarming. I saw, and it's not just the families and community, it's people that you wouldn't even expect to. People that work there who are asking, like, how do we get this number to people who are being released? People who were just curious and seeing us out with our banners and our shirts on, like, oh, what do y'all do? So we love them. Yeah, somebody saying, they got helped at last year and they appreciate it. We love stories like that. It truly takes a village to raise each other. We have to stop thinking of a village in terms of like being a kid or needing assistance with like childcare and caregiving. We really have to do like Asada said and like care and protect and love one another. And this is an extension of that love. We know that, moms overwhelmingly are the caregivers, not only in the home, but in the community. So when we disappear these moms and these women and femmes into the system, we're not just interrupting an individual life, we're interrupting a community's life. Think of how long some of these moms have been in. For some of them, it has been months and months on end. We know that jobs aren't really forgiving, especially during COVID. So they're missing out on income. They're missing out on spending quality time with their family. And they're a missing piece of community. We're not going to be whole until we can bring everyone possible home.
And Jess, you mentioned Court Watch as an avenue that people can support and get involved and volunteer. And I just want to name that support work is also always needed. And as we've named many times, once these moms come out, we don't just let them drop. We make sure they have what they need. We make sure that whatever was going on and what was put in place before they went in those circumstances, that we address those directly. And we need people who are willing to do that work. People who are willing to help us hustle and get housing. People who are willing to help us provide transportation, get groceries, those kinds of things. And reaching out to the Louisville Community Bail Fund and get plugged in. We would love to have you.
Yeah. And it works, when you have a village, when you have people who are constantly checking in on you, when, you have the reminders to go to court, when you have goals to set, those things work. And that's what a support plan is. A support plan is just, a breakdown of your goals and you envisioning, using your imagination. Because when you're inside, they don't want you to have an imagination. You're divorced from and cut off from anything that identifies you as an individual, unless they're talking about individual charges. But other than that, they treat people just as a monolith on the inside. So we want to welcome you back to individuality. We want to welcome you back to remembering who you you are and discovering who you want to be. The support plans, when they work, they work. We had a client who had a support plan. I think he got it done in November, and then we had a recent court case. And there was some time on the table, and the judge took into consideration just how deeply entrenched in the program he was, how he was keeping up with court appointments, how he was being accountable, how because he was working with people, they were able to come to court and to speak to how his behavior has changed. He still has to do, a little community work and I believe some HIP. That's quite different than being on the inside. He's able to see and love and, contribute to his family and his community. And that's something that we want for everyone. So understand we're gonna do our best to get as many people out as possible. And also let's work these support plans, y'all. Let's not give them the satisfaction of re-engaging this system. You got love on the freedom side. We don't need to, to give anything else to pretrial detention or imprisonment because we got you. As long as you tell us and keep in contact with us and let us know like what's going up, what's going down, we got you. But yes, volunteers are always needed. We have so many community members, unfortunately, who are stuck on the inside. And so we need volunteers. So if you have experience in, maintaining a call center, hit us up. If you have an interest in social work, or if you're a social work student, especially, and you're looking for an internship for the summer, hit us up. If you only have an hour of a week, we have something for you to do. If you don't want to be around anyone and you don't want to look at anyone, you just want to go into a task list and check things off and send an email and say, I've done it, we got you. If you're an extrovert and you want to talk like me, come on over to LCBF. We got you. It's all love. It's all family vibes. We are busting our butts day in, day out so that we can make sure that as many folks as possible are free. And we're so appreciative of our donors, so appreciative of National Bailout for being supportive, and appreciative of other community partners who in one way or another support this work. So if you've ever fed us, sent something to the Cash App so that, folks could have gas or something in these gift bags. If you've donated time or resources, we're so appreciative of you. And come on back because we got just a little more for you to do.
Yeah, that is something crazy that happened yesterday. There were several of us just standing right outside of the jail, and you could just see a little hand waving, and people are trying to like communicate with us. So we're trying to get them our number, and we're trying to move the banner so that they can see it. Then the windows are fogged up intentionally, possibly. So we're trying to like sign it, all of us. There's some people in cars writing out messages, just trying to get the number in. We think we may have finally gotten the number to the women's side of the jail, which is also naming again the need for volunteers. If you live in Australia and you're studying English and you're an English teacher over there and you're bored sometimes, you can volunteer with us. So like when she says it's that easy, or that we have so much we need help with, you name what you have time for, and we can name lots of things that we could use volunteers to help jam some stuff out. Missy, what have you been doing over there quietly? I don't think Missy can hear me.
What you say?
I said, what you been doing over there, Miss Missy?
Nothing, working real hard. Getting ready to go get my last COVID when I get off.
Yeah, and that's something I think we were all out there that day too when the guys were coming out. We were just hanging out. for a couple of days, and guys were getting released, and they would just come over and talk to us, get a ride. We had some drinks, just having a conversation. And they all had stories about what was going on with still being in a pandemic, and they're in jail, and how they were being treated, and how like some of them came out without even a mask on, and we were like, here, let's give you a mask, we got some hand sanitizer, and just that. With We've been in a pandemic for a year now, and there's still a population very much who's not being protected during this. I see action in that. I know what that is behind Amber. I know what she's doing.
Friends, do we have anything else that we wanted to share and pull people in and let them know what we're doing this weekend? All right, y'all. It looks like Amber said that something's going on with her mic. So thank you all so much for watching. We'll be back if we need to be and keep you all updated.